Hey, everybody, welcome to Fat Loss and Fitness Secrets Show, episode number 11. This is Wednesday, March 9th, I believe, and it is almost 12:30. So today I'm going to be talking about what to do if you've been actively trying to lose weight, you're barely eating any food, and the scale isn't budging or it's not going in the right direction. My name is Corey House. I am your fat loss and fitness expert. If you don't know who I am a former fat kid. I conquered all of my fat loss struggles. And not only that, I've also had the incredible opportunity of helping more than 2,300 other people completely transform their bodies through my brick and mortar fitness studios and my online coaching program. If you are joining me live today, please say hi in the comments to let me know that you are here. And if you are watching this at a later time, please comment replay so that I know when this video and this training is reaching you. Tina, good to see you here. I love having you join me for these. So today, what is happening if you're barely eating any food, but you still can't get the scale to move in the right direction? Well, if you've been doing things like dieting, cutting out carbs, or maybe some other food group, doing lots of cardio, doing lots of HIIT workouts or CrossFit style workouts, maybe you've been working out twice a day. Maybe you do a cardio session and you do a strength session. Maybe you've been doing cleanses, detoxes, taking diet pills, not getting enough sleep, or you have a lot of stress in your life. Or even worse, you've been doing more than one of these things and you've been doing it for an extended period of time. If that's the case, then there is a pretty good chance that you're experiencing something called metabolic adaptation. And if you've watched any of my videos over the last month to 2 months, or even before that, then you've heard me say this term. So what exactly is metabolic adaptation and how do you fix it so that you can get the scale moving in the right direction? Well, I want to show you a few graphs here to sort of illustrate what's going on, and I have to give credit where it's due. So the idea for these graphs came from Jeremy Fox. I didn't put them all together on my own, but I think it's important to give credit where it's due. So when you go into a diet, there's a few things that are going to happen. So you're going to start at wherever you are. Maybe that's 2,000 calories like we see here on the chart. And that's like your baseline. That's how many calories you eat without losing or gaining weight. You go into a diet, you're looking to lose weight, you cut your calories, and you can do that by intermittent fasting, cutting out your carbs, paleo. You can use whatever you want to, South Beach diet, but you have to go into a calorie deficit. So you do that. And as long as you're in a deficit, you are going to lose weight. But you're not going to lose weight into perpetuity. Your body is going to adapt and you're going to plateau. So that's the term that you probably know is plateauing. Your body's going to adapt to what you're doing because it's always looking for equilibrium and you're going to reach a plateau. Once you reach that plateau, you need to have some type of a stimulus, some type of a change. Otherwise, nothing is going to change. So typically what people do is the logical thing that comes to their mind. I'm going to cut calories down more, or I'm going to create a greater deficit by doing more workouts, doing more cardio. And when you do that, maybe if you haven't already gone too low, you'll lose some more weight. And if you do, there's going to be another plateau that's going to happen shortly thereafter. Your body is going to adapt. And if you continue to do this, you can see like on this chart that you're going to reach a point where there's nothing left to take away. You can't continue to take your calories away because you're going to reach a point where you get 600, 500. And now not only are you completely making your life hell because you're not eating any food, but you're going to start to experience some health issues. Your hair is going to start to fall out. You're going to see the differences in your skin. You're going to have adrenal fatigue. Your hormones are going to be completely unbalanced. You are going to hate life and you're not going to feel very good at all. And you're going to be completely sapped for energy. So you can't continue to walk down the staircase. Instead of going down, what you need to do is you probably need to go up, which is something that most people aren't going to tell you to do because one, you're scared to add food because you're afraid to gain weight. And most people who are going to tell you what to do are afraid to tell you to gain weight because they want to get you the result that you're after as well. The problem is, in order to get you to your destination, this is likely what needs to happen. You need to get your metabolism functioning at a healthy level before you can go into any type of a diet again. So if you take a look at this chart, there's a couple different places where you could be. So you see the red line, that's your basal metabolic rate. So that's how many calories that you are going to burn if you sit in bed and blink your eyes and breathe all day long. So there might be a situation where somebody is eating less than that. So when I plug my numbers into a calculator, I put in that I'm 44, I'm 200 pounds, I'm 6'1". Okay, I plug all those numbers in there and I'm going to get a number back. I'm going to put my activity level in there as well. And maybe that number is 2,300 calories. Maybe it's 2,400 calories, whatever it is. I'm going to get my basal metabolic rate. If I'm eating less than that and I'm not losing weight and I'm not gaining weight, this is where I am. I am all the way at the bottom underneath my basal metabolic rate. And I'm in a place where I'm going to do damage to my metabolism, for lack of a better word. And that's going to be something that's going to be harder and more difficult to come out of. Now, you might not be eating that few calories. You might be somewhere above your basal metabolic rate, but you're below what you should be eating for your basal metabolic rate plus your activity level. So that's when you're plugging all your numbers in and you're selecting your activity level. Now, maybe that number, it should be higher. So if I'm working out 3 to 4 times a week, 5 to 6 times a week, then instead of it being 2,000 calories, maybe it's 2,900 calories. So I'm somewhere in between those two numbers. And if that's the case, I still need to come up out of that because my metabolism has adapted and it has slowed down because of a variety of things that might be going on, whether that's working out way too much, doing workouts that are way too hard, under eating, lots of stress, not enough sleep. All of those things can contribute because they're all stressors to your metabolism. So what needs to happen is you need to incrementally work your way out of that week by strategically increasing your calories until you get yourself to the point where you are now at a calorie level that lines up with your age, your height, your sex, your weight. That's going to be your TDEE, which is your total daily energy expenditure. Once you reach that point, now you are ready to go into a diet. And when you do that from a point where you have a healthy, functioning metabolism, you are in a much better situation to actually achieve sustainable fat loss results. And you will stop struggling. And you could probably eat more food than you are right now and be losing weight at the same time, which is the best of both worlds, right? You get to eat more food and you get to make progress towards your fat loss goals and your aesthetic goals. Now, once you get to where you want to be, you can't be in a diet forever. So you can do that for an extended period of time. And there's a couple different approaches, but whatever approach you use has got to work around your lifestyle and what you like to do and what's going to be more sustainable for you. If you like to go out on the weekends and you like to have more food on Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, or some other day of the week, it's got to be structured around that. If you like to have the same amount of calories every single day, then that's what you got to do. So depending on the approach that works for you and your lifestyle, that's going to determine the length of time that you go into a dieting phase, but it can't be forever. So you got to take a break from it, come back out of it, increase your calories, ramp your metabolism back up, and then you can go after that goal again. And you would continue to do that until you reach your goal. And maybe you do that the first time through if you don't have a lot of weight to lose. If you've got a lot of weight to lose, it might take 2, maybe 3 times through that. Once you get to where you want to be, now you're at the bottom of this staircase, but you're at the weight that you want to be. You've reached your goal. So now it's time to go back up this staircase without gaining weight and get you back to the top at the weight that you want to be. So that is the process, and that is likely what you need to do. And my bet is it's something different than what you've been told by other people. Other people are going to tell you you need to cut your calories, you need to cut out your carbs, you can't eat carbs at night, or some other crazy thing that you're like, what? I don't want to do that. Why would I want to do that? Why do I want to skip breakfast every single morning if I like breakfast? Why do I want to cut out carbs if I enjoy carbs? If you don't have insulin sensitivity issues or insulin resistance issues, and you're not working on a performance goal, you don't need to worry about the carbs. Okay? So hopefully this helped you get a little bit more clarity around if you're not losing weight and you've been actively trying to lose weight, why you might not be experiencing the results that you're after. It's not your fault. And if somebody blames it on you and you've actually been doing all these things and you've been trying your best, it's not your fault. You're just doing things the wrong way because probably somebody told you to do them the wrong way. And when you take this approach, you're not only going to have a much better chance of reaching your goals, you're also going to feel much better. You're going to have much more energy. Your hormones are going to come back into balance. A whole bunch of things are going to happen that you are going to experience. They're going to make life much, much better. So I hope that you gained some value from this video. If you did, let me know in the comments. And I will be back tomorrow, Thursday, with another video. Thank you for your time, and thank you for joining me for this training.